We are heading into the international break now. Arsenal are top, Spurs are level on points with Manchester City, just as we knew it was going to be at this stage of the season. Yesterday, you might have heard, Craig, that Xhaka said Arsenal are absolute title favourites. He didn't even wait to say it. He said it straight away.
Stevie wasn't here.
He said it straight away.
Okay.
Was Stevie about?
That's not what I said.
Was Stevie about?
No, he wasn't. But
I know that. I know.
Yes.
He didn't say that.
Miss Murray here. Goodness me.
But it's been, I mean, look, apart from the game at Old Trafford, where actually they played quite well, got caught on the counter-attack, got a little bit imbalanced, made a lot of substitutions and a flurry late on and sort of left themselves open. It's been good. It's been good. Now, I don't think they've not played Liverpool yet. They've not played City yet. Big head-to-heads, that's going to come about. But yeah, I mean, what's not to like about what Arsenal have done at the start of the season? They've played well, they've had a bit of steel about them. So there's not a lot that Arteta and Arsenal have done in the summer that hasn't worked short term.
Okay.
And that's a great place to be.
So, as you were saying about the big teams, let's put that aside. If they're doing the right thing in being able to beat the lesser teams, with all due respect to those other teams...
Arsenal are not going to win the league.
But if they're going to be winning those games, they've got to be up there.
Well, yeah, I've got them in fourth.
Right.
That's, but Chelsea were Chelsea third or fourth last year?
You still have them in fourth.
They were 20 points. Third or fourth, Spurs. I'm kind of there and thereabouts. I still think Liverpool will put a run together as we get into the depth of the season. We come off the World Cup. Everybody will be moaning. Oh, we're all tired. Oh, games. Oh, this is terrible. When it gets to that point, then it'll be a big push into January, February. And I think we'll see City and Liverpool, particularly City, push ahead. And I think Arsenal will be hovering around that fourth. But I don't think they go from where they've been to getting close to winning the title.
I think, well, there are some exceptions, but most of us had Arsenal, both Arsenal and Spurs finishing in the top four. The big surprise being Liverpool and how they've struggled. So it's that seeing both Arsenal and Spurs where they are in the positions that they respectively are isn't that much of a surprise. Maybe seeing Arsenal top of the table, but then, as I said yesterday and Craig just alluded to, they haven't really faced any big tests. Their toughest games so far, Manchester United, which they lost, and then you could probably say Brentford and Crystal Palace, given what we've seen from both of those over the last couple of seasons. So there are far firmer tests for Arsenal to come. Spurs themselves have had firmer tests than Arsenal. And there still isn't that big a gap between, 2 points between Arsenal and City and Spurs. So it's not that big a gap, and there are going to be firm tests. But I'm with Craig. Everything you've seen outside of that Manchester United game from Arsenal is reason to be encouraged, reason to think that this is a team that can threaten. Can they go all the way? I'm still saying no, despite what you may try to suggest, Kay. But I think they have the makings of a very good team, which we haven't been able to say about Arsenal for quite some time.
I'll tell you what, he couldn't have timed it any better. Mikel Arteta. I've not watched it, but apparently he is Ted Lasso on this documentary. I mean, trust me now.
Well, they're all buying into it.
Who is?
All his players.
Nonsense. No, I'm not having that. I've not seen it, but I have reliably informed from my colleague and friend...
You've not seen Ted Lasso or Arteta?
I've not seen that either. But I've been reliably informed from
Jules
my colleague...
met the actor who plays Ted Lasso at the weekend.
...colleague and friend, Stevie Nicol, who keeps saying to me, "Did you see that?" I've told you, I'm not watching it. But from some of the things he's told me, if he wasn't getting results, people would be mocking him. At the moment, Arsenal are playing well. Trust me, it's not because of the silly things that I've heard them do in this documentary. It's because they've recruited well, they've got some good players in there, they've got a striker now that's got great movement, he's physical. I don't think people realise how physical Gabriel Jesus is. He uses his body, how he just uses that frame. It's not the biggest, but he uses it brilliantly. So they've got so many different facets to the game at the moment. And, yeah, I mean, if you're an Arsenal fan, you've got to be enjoying watching some football with some backbone to it.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.